Hi, everybody. Jake Slebodnick for Renda Digital TV and your hometown stations, checking in once again from First Commonwealth Bank Field in Homer City as we talk Penns Manor baseball. I have two members of the team here joining me, and we'll get to those in just a second. But want to let you know this interview is brought to you by Robindale. And so I got Caden Detweiler and Carter Smith here going down the order here. And Caden, we'll start with you. You're primarily a pitcher this year. And in your senior season last year, not quite the numbers you guys wanted, 2-17, 2-11, but if I know anything about Penns Manor, it's that you guys are hungry to improve the next season.
Most definitely. We got a lot of young guys coming up, and this is the most seniors we've had in year two. We're going to have 4 starting seniors this year. We're just looking to just get better every practice, and a lot of determination with us. Yeah.
What are some of the strong qualities of the team? Is it pitching? Is it hitting? Is it versatility?
Our hitting is what kept us in most games last year. We saw about every team's ace, and we competed. We did. But our bats are what's going to carry us this year.
Well, let's take a look at pitching, since that's where we're going to see you mostly in the season is on the mound. Obviously, needs to take a big step forward here in 2024. How have you guys, utilized the offseason to improve your pitching, and maybe even not just as a team, but maybe you personally as well?
A bunch of guys, we've been working. We've been going up to the football field, and we'll do long toss, stretching. We're trying to stay healthy this year. Arm problems was a big problem for us last year, but we just want to see improvement in just strikes, and we're going to have a lot of guys who we're counting on a lot of guys to those strikes for us this year.
Have you changed philosophies at all? Maybe instead of trying to pitch strikes, maybe focusing on pitching to contact, let the defense do the work, or is it still, hey, we're going to try to make as many people whiff as possible?
I'm a big believer that walks will always hurt you. They'll always come back to kill you. So we want to let our defense work. I mean, you got 8 guys behind you, and we got to have faith in them, and we're going to trust our defense this year.
Heritage Conference is going to be pretty competitive this year with the addition of the Conemaugh and a lot of returning teams. From your point of view, how strong is it going to be, facing Heritage Conference opponents this year?
There's going to be a lot of tough teams. Northern Cambria, Homer City, and from what I hear, Conemaugh Township are all going to be really legit. They're going to have a well-rounded team, pitching, hitting, and but other than that, I think it'll be competitive between everyone else, but those will be 3 very solid teams.
Well, hey, Carter, it's going to be, Caden. I always mix up names. I apologize. But it's going to be exciting to see on the bump this year. Best of luck in Heritage Conference play, and can't wait to see what the Comets can do.
Thank you.
All right, that's Caden Detweiler. I got that name right, and we'll switch sides and get to Carter Smith. And, Carter, you're primarily a first baseman and center fielder as well. So take me through some of the names that we're going to see here on the Penns Manor roster this year.
Connor James has been real solid for us the past few years. He came in, he was starting as a freshman who had a pretty good bat. He was a very, very good pitcher for us. And another good name for us who has really improved is Justin Wojtek, who came in as a young, underdeveloped catcher, but has really, really improved to have a name for himself for us this year.
Last year, numbers weren't exactly where you wanted them. Again, I hate to bring this up again, but 2-17, 2-11 in Heritage Conference play. I'm sure you guys would love nothing more than to cap off your senior seasons by flipping those numbers.
Yeah, we've been struggling the past few years, but I feel like with the group we have this year, we can change things around and just play our game.
How have you guys sort of got physically in shape and ready to go here in 2024? Was it hitting the weight room, focusing on problem areas from last year? How were you prepping for it?
A lot of the kids are also involved with football, so they've been in the weight room. They've been with our conditioning coach on the football field running every day, and it's just they've been putting in the work. And they want to work, and they wanted to succeed this year.
Where do you think the team is going to improve the most in 2024?
Definitely our bats and our fielding. Our bats were okay last year, but I feel like they will improve this year, and our fielding will also improve.
Does it come down to, more power, more contact, working counts a little bit better? How is that hitting going to improve?
More contact, staying in the box longer, and laying down bunts.
Okay, a little small ball. We always like that. So, again, I asked Caden this, but I want to get your point of view. The Heritage Conference grew a little bit by adding 2 more teams, and one of them, both are pretty competitive. From your point of view, you've had the chance to watch this conference grow over the past couple of years. How is this year going to be more competitive than years past?
Like you said, with Northern Cambria, Homer Center, and I feel like Conemaugh Township will be tough. But, other than those 3 teams, it's a well-balanced conference, and I think everyone will be able to compete this year.
Awesome. Well, it's going to be exciting to see what the Comets can do on the field this season. Best of luck to you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
It's Carter Smith and Caden Detweiler, the Penns Manor baseball team, looking to avenge last year's season and claim Heritage Conference gold. And this interview with the Comets brought to you by Robindale. We'll check in again from First Commonwealth Bank Field in Homer City shortly on Renda Digital TV and your hometown stations.